Alright, we'll resume taking this pan off because I don't feel like watching this rain all night. I'll pick the camera up and just show what it looks like on the inside of the pan here, and then we'll get to pulling the rest of the stuff off the bottom. Just going off what we can see for sure here. Obvious, lots of chunks down in there. It's like some bearing material, and what appears to be number 4 letting go and putting a hole through there, and then obviously the block that we looked at earlier. And just to verify, it was a brand new old pickup tube, gasket still intact. Just to get a little look at this before we drop it off. Verifying all that's intact there. You can see the obvious damage right there from the rod letting go. We'll get that fully off and look for anything else. And there's the bottom part of the rod. Laying in there, it looks like bottom of the looks like we've got 2 sheared off bolts in there. There's one side, there's the other in there, obviously. Both still in the end of the rod itself. I'll get better pictures of that with my camera after we get the rest of this looked at. Definitely looks like number 4 got pretty toasty in there. Bottom of the crank's pretty beat up. And end of the rod is still on the wrist pin up there. Let's see if I can video that. Still attached to the wrist pin. Doesn't look like it yet. It did pop through the back side of the block too. There's the hole in the front side. Doesn't look like we have any signs of heat issues on the main, best I can tell. Don't see any signs of heat on number 3 or 2, best I can tell. 1 also looks pretty good. Looking up through there again, I don't see any signs of any type of oil pressure lack or anything like that. Those actually all look pretty damn good. Looks like we may have some metal that's traveled over to number 3, beat up there on the bottom of the piston, and it looks like the main, or excuse me, the crank has probably hit something when all the carnage went through, just on the bottom of the crank right there. Again, no signs of any bearing heat or anything like that in there. Only see signs of heat on the actual crank where the rod failed, or the rod bolt failed, whatever happened. I'll try and get some better pictures of this. Try and rotate the crank over a little bit, see if we can see any signs of heat on anything else. That'll probably conclude the video, but I'll get pictures of everything with my HD camera, and I'll send that to you, Tom.